Yes. 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 And definitely yes. Definitely yes. The KTNG Morning Show, and we are simulcast here on Facebook and YouTube this morning. And as we start every day, we start with our. Start working with our. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Oh my God! Come on! Oh my God! Come on! It's always something stupid. It is always something stupid. All right, come on, Facebook. Facebook. All these down things. Anyway, thank you for coming to the KTNG Morning Show. Let us begin our day with a small prayer. Can't receive nothing with your hands closed, people, so open them up. First, I want to thank Jah for getting me up this morning, see a new and better day. But most importantly, help those who cannot help themselves, spare our enemies as much as we can before the patada and the culo, and always to be better people as we go about our day, on this planet, as human beings. Jesus Christ, we say these things. Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Okay, people, y'all know what it is. You know what's happening. You know what's going on. Welcome to the KTNG Morning Show. That's right. Welcome to the KTNG Morning Show. This is your impresario, your host of the most from east to west to central coast of Mountain Standard Time. You know Moran. The G to the R to the I to the T to the Z. That's the underneath the mountains and above the freeway today. Cause it's Friday and you know how we play. That's right, here in the Springs, the freak on the peak. Close up your mind, you might miss what I speak. And that's the telling the truth, people, because right here in the Olympic City, I have no pity. Here is my committee on the KTNG Morning Show. That is a keeper. Run that back. Home of the world's greatest spitters, internationally known, 496,000 of you love, man. That's why I love you back. I got hair sticking all over the place, too. Bad hair morning, I tell you. Yeah, how can I have bad hair morning? I'm Rasta. What do you mean? All right. Okay, so I like to start my day off with saying hi to everyone who basically comes through. If you're on Facebook or on YouTube, please join the conversation. Say good morning. Say something. Whatever you got to say it loud. Say it proud, because you are a human being. That's what we're doing here today on Friday. So at 4:20. Twist it up and blop and toke it up, you know what I'm saying? That's why I got mine this morning. There we go. Anyway, how y'all doing this morning? So usually I start my day off with what the hell happened to my ass? Anyway, so needless to say, still doing the Kirby thing and whatnot, so I haven't nailed the sale yet, but it's coming on Saturday, so that's a good thing. Anyway, yeah, we got some weird crap going on out here. Somebody had we got these stores out here called Loaf and Jug. Loaf and Jug, and that, I don't know why, it's all like a miniature 7-Eleven mini mall thing and so forth, but somebody robbed this shit. I mean, come on, you're gonna rob a Loaf and Jug? Really? You couldn't find anything else better to do with your damn time? I mean, good grief. Crime is essential to any community because it's a necessary thing. If there were no crime, we wouldn't need the police, right? Yeah. I have yet to meet any kind of cops out here and so forth that were, half-assed belligerent like, the ones in LA. LAPD's got a notorious stature of shoot first, ask questions later, and then think about it, losing your job or get sent someplace else and whatnot to sit behind a damn desk. Anyway, we're up this morning, people. We are up. I want to say good morning, first of all, to my man Walt. Cool Walt, that's what we called him back in the day. All right, good morning, Walt. You can see the things are happening for you. Things are happening here as well and so forth. That's right, I'm about to get married and everything, having a family going on, that sort of thing. Life is good, isn't it? Life is truly good. Well, if it was so good, we wouldn't have these crazy-ass stories that I'm about to relay and release upon the listening and viewing public. Like, subscribe, hit that smash button. Smash it, smash it, smash it, smash it, smash it. Because you know what you're about to hear is news that has an opinion, especially my opinion, which has a thought. And my thoughts usually lead to one thing: disruption. Okay? And of course, us people, human beings, taking the power back from the government and basically using it for our own whims, which is equality and justice. And if we don't have that, we might as well go down to doggone Washington, D.C., on 1600th Street, wherever the hell that is, and basically start a riot. Okay? But I don't know. Most people can't handle a whole bunch of people running around here rioting. I know you rich people love to riot because you rob your own damn stores. Anyway, speaking of which, let's start off with today's history and see what's going on and see what happened on this day. And let's see what we got. Oh yes. Probably one of the most racist damn things that ever happened. 1788, Australia Day. First European settlers in Australia led by Captain Arthur Phillip of the Royal Navy, land and present-day Sydney, Australia. Oh boy, that's always a good thing. Okay. Douglas MacArthur, American General World War II, was born in Little Rock, Arkansas, so that's in 1880. But man, that dude's been over a minute. Let's see, what else we got here? Come on here. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Hold up. Here we go. 1950, India becomes a republic country. The Indian Constitution comes into force, and Rajendra Prasad becomes the first president of India after the deemed a republic. Wow. Okay. Let's see. First female presidential physician appointed in 1961. Dr. Janet Travell to be his physician. Dr. Travell is the first woman to hold the position of physician to the president. And now, which we got Dumbo Ass Cheeseburger, who has a military medical doctor that says that he's okay. Yeah, right. Let's see, 1988, the Phantom of the Opera opens. Let's see, Afghan Constitution in 2004 is been approved by the Grand Assembly. Let's see, 2005. Let's see, Condoleezza Rice is appointed Secretary of State. Let's see, 2009, Prime Minister resigns amid financial crisis. Yeah, they had a government breakdown, and Prime Minister Jir Harad resigns under deepening pressure. In 2010, Avatar becomes the highest grossing film of all time. You know, above Titanic. Okay, so that's what happened today. But of course, we got like a scandalous crap going on. I mean, come on, man. All right, here is shithole president, okay, going into a white nation and trying to apologize to them, but there's been no apology for his remarks to any of the African delegates, any of the Haitian delegates, any person, any delegation of color has not had an apology from that jackass, but he apologizes to white people, right? Wow. That's what I love about segregation, boy. Financial segregation makes you that inclusive. Of course it does. I mean, come on, it does. It really does. I mean, that you have like a rich population of people that can basically debunk you with, I have money to do this, I have money to do this, I have money to do this. Never heard anybody rich, say, I don't like to do this. Well, there's one cat who's basically asking for the impeachment of this jackass, and for some reason, all the billionaires that are running Washington, D.C. right now are not listening. They're just basically seeing all kinds of crap going on. I mean, now they got this wand stick in Congress, and if you intend to speak, you have to, give the stick up. Well, Senator, I think it was, Senator Warren from Virginia getting the stick, and it broke the Republican elephant statue that was sitting on Colin's desk. And if that doesn't, give you guys like a quote-unquote look at how fractured the Republican Party is, it's an omen. Okay, it's an omen. Speaking of bad omens, first story of the day, FBI agent fatally shoots kidnapped victim during rescue operation. Now, we know that the FBI has like a little bit of shadow government running behind it. But an FBI agent, this is out of Reuters about an hour ago, the FBI agent fatally shot a bound kidnapped victim. How do you shoot somebody that's already bound and gagged? Okay, you're supposed to be shooting at the bad guys, or there's something, you guys are not, drinking enough carotene or something. Okay, and doing a pre-dawn raid meant to rescue the man from his captors in the home of Houston. Houston Chronicle and other media reported, but a few details, including the deceased man's identity and the motive for the kidnapping, were released. Spokesman for the Houston Bureau of the FBI was not immediately available for comment. Victim was abducted from his home Wednesday in Conroe, Texas, a suburb 40 miles, 60 minutes north of Houston. The paper reported he was held in a home in the city's Trinity Gardens neighborhood. Media reports also said. Now, the Chronicle also reports that the man's brother was called on the phone by someone claiming to be with a cartel and asked to pay a ransom, and the police and the FBI was alerted. Okay. All right, okay. I hate to tell you guys about this, but if you are in a cartel, you're nothing but a pack of wild, beaners who ain't got nothing left, okay? The United States has taken control of its marijuana industry, so that cuts you out. Okay? Now, the United States is still dependent on opiates, so you still like move heroin in and out of here and so forth. You can't make meth. You don't have any chemists, all right? And your state of the economy, which is all corrupt and so forth, has yet to prove itself for what it really is. Okay? Oh my God! Come on here, man! I swear. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. All right, cool. So there. At least they got the machine running. Yeah, we're back on the air. Yeah, we're back on the air. All right, cool. Anyway. It's kind of stupid, for cartels to stoop to a point where, okay, we need money, so we got to find rich people, and then we got to kidnap them, and then we got to make sure we get some dough out of this. Well, of course, needless to say, here in the good old U.S. of A., people can actually call the FBI on these things. And so, make sure you got somebody that can actually shoot correctly, all right? Because we need the hostage. I mean, come on, man. You guys know, I know you guys practice this shit, but if you're shooting somebody that's unarmed and is tied up and is captured and so forth, that makes you pretty bad shots when it comes to people moving around. FBI spokeswoman Christina Garza said that an agent shot the man shortly after 4 a.m. Thursday, and the man later died in the hospital. So you killed the hostage. You killed the freaking hostage? Is this what they teach you guys? Oh my God. That is the most dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. How do you kill somebody that is a hostage? Okay, so the two men and women were arrested on felony kidnapping and other charges, and the investigation is ongoing. The FBI agent who shot the man is placed on administrative leave. Garza said the press conference media reports say the same damn thing. This is stupid, okay? You go in for the hostage, you kill the hostage, but yet still you arrest the people and so forth that were going to kill the hostage in the first place, right? Wow. Okay, yeah, that's great. So in other words, this is a backlash against the NRA because you now put guns in the hands of retards. Okay, straight retards. All right, that may sound like a slight to a lot of people that are retarded and everything, but damn, let's just sink lower and go dotard. Okay, this is just ridiculous. Somehow we don't have a day like that here, and say here we go again. Easy, Pete. Come on, people. There we go. We're streaming. We're streaming. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I don't know what's going on here. People just have a little more technical difficulties as usual. Early in the morning, trying to get this damn thing working here. so I can continue to broadcast. Anyway, so we don't have that particular day. We call it the 4th of July, Independence, right? Independence from what? White colonial rule? No, we still are under white colonial rule here in America, which is known as the Cheeseburger Administration, and all his racist little buddies who basically help him stay in office. Impeachment, come on, man. Are we not lobbying for impeachment on this? Or are we just sitting around waiting for whatever to happen? Okay, that to me is like, you know, pretty sad, because in the event of all things and so forth, we're looking at, you know, we're looking at the greater scheme of things. I mean, people, if you actually take a look at, say, you know, what the hell is wrong with people, okay, you will find, and I tell you this now, you will find that we are protagonists and antagonists against our own meaning and definition of freedom. Okay? Now, the protagonists in this particular sense are like saying, oh yeah, we have freedom, but we're going to take your rights slowly away as you vote them off. The antagonists and so forth in this part are the ones that are saying, okay, we already did it, and you are dumb enough not to see it. Doing. Okay, so here in this particular story, where, you know, white colonization still exists in like 3/4 of the world, it's in Africa, and mostly in dark nations. Okay, even in Bora Bora, man, white colonization from the French has still been going on, and nobody said a damn thing about it. Okay, so in this sense and so forth, I am hoping that the Aborigines, you know, protest widely against this thing and end it. Okay, and people who celebrate this are nothing more than racists themselves. From Reuters 4 hours ago, thousands took to the street on Australia Day on Friday to protest against the celebration of the start of white colonization and persecution of Aboriginal Australians 230 years ago. January 26 marks the anniversary of the first British settlers landing in Sydney Cove, New South Wales in 1788. But for Indigenous Australians, that day means the start of oppression, including dozens of massacres throughout the 19th and early 20th centuries. Okay? That's, you know, come on. The Native Americans damn near survived. Okay, they damn near almost were wiped out. Totally wiped out. Their history would have been completely wiped out. Okay? You know, had it not been a few abolitionists and a few people who basically say, okay, well, they were here first, give them reservations. But now those charters have been so diluted and corrupted. Okay, seriously corrupted. Okay, we're putting, you know, the first peoples in the poorest lands, subjugated under economic racism, day in and day out, for generations. The story continues. More than 25,000 Aboriginal and white joined the demonstration in Melbourne, Australia's second biggest city. Organizers said marching up the state Parliament House chanting, quote unquote, as always, always will be a Aboriginal land. Okay? I mean, that's like asking, like, you know, the NFL to like change all their Indian names, like the Chiefs and, you know, the Redskins, or like, you know, something quite dramatic, like the Cats and Dogs. I can see that now, you know, the Washington Dogs or the Kansas City Cats, one or the other. I mean, we got them named after animals, or, you know, nouns and pronouns, whatever you got. So one of the organizers, Ktng, of the Fighting in Resistance Equally activist group, said he hoped the rallies would increase awareness. Quote, the ideal here is to engage in the general public because our political spectrum around the country ignores the cause of Aboriginal people. You know what? Welcome to our problem here. I mean, you guys have been fighting for like 230 years, all right? And so, in that sense, you now have this, okay? The Aboriginal are basically tired of being ignored. Women in this country are tired of being ignored. Minorities are definitely being ignored, exploited, and of course abused. With so many human rights abuses around the country, it's almost ridiculous. And then we all feel sorry for police officers. Why? I just want to know why. Why do we feel sorry for killing cops and whatnot in this country when they are enforcing the laws of a white racist state of government? Come on. Republicans have three-quarter House rule. And you mean to tell me nobody from the Republican Party is doing anything about the abuses of police brutality? Not whatsoever. Illicit use of gun control. I mean, in California, they're banning it from people who have mental disorders. So you can't go in and say, well, here's my psyche eval, and I want a 45. Yeah. Okay, so as the report goes, there are about 700,000 Aborigines in a population that's 23 million in Australia, whose descendants date back to about 50,000 years before British colonizers arrived. They suffer disproportionately high rates of suicide, alcohol abuse, domestic violence, and imprisonment. Wow. Seems like the black skin just don't get no love around the world whatsoever, huh? But yet still, when you jackasses wind up coming over here and whatnot, you think you can still bring those policies and not be affected. Okay, unfortunately, there are some of us here who will bust a cap in your ass. There's some of us here that'll beat the crap out of you. There's some of us here that can actually make you a friend and put you up on game. So this way, when you go back to Australia, you look at your own situation and say, yeah, we're no different. Okay? Colonization, people, was the start of massive land grabbing, for those of us who don't know. Okay? And what that simply means is subjugation. What that means is when you have religious slavery over everything, okay, it justifies, suicide, alcohol abuse, domestic violence, imprisonment, drug abuse, drug running, all the things that shun the original peoples of the island without fair economic, justification or anything of that nature, is a heinous act of brutality. Protesters call for a treaty between indigenous and non-indigenous Australians, recognition in the Constitution, and an end to inequality. Protesters want the date of Australia Day to be changed or abolished altogether. Okay? Whether to change the date of Australia Day has been subject of debate for many years. It has whether to change the Australian flag, which includes the British Union Jack. Now, if that happens and so forth, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to go back on a lot of those charters and change them up there, buddy. Come on, remember, Taiwan succeeded from Hong Kong, and Hong Kong got its land back. So guess what? It can't happen. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull ruled out the change of flag because he's a racist. He spoke with Donald Trump, and so he spoke with Cheeseburger here, and Cheeseburger, loves the ideals that he does for refugees. Okay, he says, yeah, I let the refugees sit on their boats until they drown. Very, very sweet. Okay, and Cheeseburger said, quote unquote, meaner than me. Oh, you're meaner than me. But he says it as a joke. Come on, man. Quote, the one. That's the one they have on their backpacks when they're traveling overseas. That's the flag of our soldiers have on their shoulder patches. That is our flag, he told reporters. No, it's not. Australia, you don't have a national flag altogether. Okay, you just basically borrowed it. The only reason why you have such a population because it's a prison, because it was an exile island. Like Papillon. So I think the Australian flag will be flying over the house for long after all of us has shuffled off the stage of history, or it will be burned, or it will be used as a diaper. Either way, you can spit, wipe your ass on it, and so forth, because all it reminds people of is nothing but a secular rule. Pretty much like, the one that we got down in the South, stars and bars and shit. Oh, it's a historical heritage. Yeah, heritage of being a racist. Come on, you wanted slavery to continue, so what did you do? You rally up everybody, make the KKK, and the rest, as they say, is history. Okay, so don't sit up and say you're proud of a history of murder. You're proud of a history of racism. You're proud of a history of demoralizing and disenfranchising millions of people into nothing but a small patch of people that exist. That's kind of mad. That's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up. And of course, needless to say, they got every right to sit there and tell you, go take your ass back on the Mayflower and get it right. The next time you decide to come here, we'll kill you. Okay? But there is no next time, man. What we've done here in the presence of history in the grand this entire country is we have actually allowed that kind of deviltry on our peaceful land. Well, Let me find another story for you guys to figure this one out. All right? And so far, what has that done? It has done nothing at this particular point. Now, has it? Except for keep the poor poorer and disenfranchised even more. But they keep changing the plan. It's the same game. You know, it's the same game. They just change the players. Okay? So don't hate the game, hate the player. And the players are kind of a little bit overt or aggressive about it, aren't they? Ooh, totally aggressive. But we'll figure this out later. Right now, I have to stick a thumb in the proverbial eye of the Me Too movement here. When I read stories like this, it says it contradicts everything that everybody just sits up there and says, and more importantly, do. All right. And when you have these flailing contradictions. You have these flailing contradictions. It makes me think, okay, what's wrong with this picture? How is it that you're going to do one thing, celebrate it, and then go back over it again and say, oops? Well, here's how about this for oops? How about this for oops? From ProPublica, about 21 hours ago. Let's see. The Red Cross forced out an executive. The Red Cross, okay, people that we give blood to and so forth, helping other human beings who go through natural disasters or wars or anything of that nature. The Red Cross forced out an executive over sexual harassment. Boom! Blows my mind. It blows my mind. Wow. One of the I would consider, nonprofit organizations that have been helping people for, hundreds of years, fires one of its own over sexual harassment. I mean, give and take, people. If you ever see some of the women that work at the Red Cross, trust me, it's like, I'm like, oh boy, do I have it in a duck's ass or a garbage can, one or the other. So they fired this guy, forced him out over sexual harassment, and then help him land a job and save the children. Okay, so he goes from sexual harasser to child pedophile, right? I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know what the end results are going to be, but we Save the Children, the story goes on, hired Gerald Anderson in 2013. The global charity believed it was hiring a veteran humanitarian executive with a sterling resume. Okay. Anderson had spent more than 15 years working around the world for America, rising through the ranks to lead the group's massive relief effort after the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. After that, the Red Cross made him head of its $500 million response to the 2010 Haiti earthquake. You know, that shithole island? Okay. Perhaps most crucially, Red Cross gave him quote-unquote very positive references, including from a senior official. Save the Children says this. Wow. But the Red Cross didn't tell its counterparts that Save the Children. An important fact about Anderson's work history. He had just been forced to resign from his job after the charity concluded he sexually harassed at least one subordinate. Wow. They actually got somebody in there with a booty. Okay, so therefore the Red Cross's handling of Anderson's case coming to light as the nation wrestled more broadly with its treatment of sexual misconduct allegations sheds light on the unsettling way many employers have dealt with such allegations against high-ranking male executives. So ladies, we have touched the glass ceiling, but we can't put your fist through it. That's what it says. And therefore, it dings that little Me Too movement, like Superman plucks grog, that sort of thing. Even when employers take action, their investigations are often cursory, and accusers can be left feeling abandoned when the executives are quietly dismissed and land a plum new jobs. While many employers make a practice of giving neutral recommendations or simply dates of service, the Red Cross gave Anderson a good review with no hint of concern. Wow. It pays to be, I guess it pays to be white. I don't know. At the Red Cross, 2 young women came for, not one, but 2. That's 4 times the ass. Right butt cheek, crack. Right butt cheek. No, it's like left butt cheek, crack, right butt cheek, crack, then left butt cheek, crack, right butt cheek. So there's 2 women. Eliza Paul, program assistant who met him, and then after work happy hour lodged even more serious allegations against Anderson. She told the Red Cross officials she had woken up naked in his bed without knowing how she got there and had gone to the hospital for a kit exam. Wow. Rapies. Anderson's lawyer declined to answer the specific questions, but said in the statement, Mr. Anderson is not engaged in any sexual misconduct. Okay. Now we're back to the, I'm going to give this a term so you guys can actually hashtag this. Hashtag Cosby hands. Okay. All right. The Red Cross did an internal investigation of the women's allegations in 2012, but several staffers interviewed told ProPublica that officials seemed more concerned with protecting the institution than getting to the truth. Investigators did not interview multiple people who have been referred to as witnesses. They asked few follow-up questions. They did not see copies of Paul's medical exam. Now, what does that medical exam have to do with anything? Okay, what does it have to do with anything? I'll tell you what it has to do with everything. It's because if this woman had been raped, found naked in his bed, and she's waking up and whatnot, don't you think that that proof is right there in the hospital? Why are you asking, her when you can ask the hospital? If the hospital can relinquish that information, that would be fine. But since that has not came up, what does that really mean? Paul's case. But then, too, Anderson's accusers were dismayed when a top Red Cross official praised Anderson in an October 2012 email announcing his departure. David Meltzer, the senior vice president for international services, wrote that he regretted to announce Anderson had, quote-unquote, decided to make a change. What, he changed his underwear after he raped her, right? Okay, cool. Anyway, Meltzer said he was grateful to Anderson and his leadership, lauded him for 2 decades of dedication, hard work, and furthering the international mission of ARC, the American Red Cross. All right. Traditional family values. Anyway, Meltzer and Anderson are personal friends, according to 5 people. 5 6-finger sandwiches. They were made with toe jam. A few days after, at a staffing meeting, Meltzer, who is now the Red Cross General Counsel, went further. He said he was upset Anderson was leaving, that if it were up to him, see what kind of crap is happening on Saturday. Oh, that's right, my sales, so I gotta go to Denver again. Cha-ching. Nice. Anyway, this is KTNG 860 AM, halfway point. I'm your host, the Grits Man. You know me. That's right. You know me. I've been here. I will always be here. Until, taking a dirt nap. Anyway, let's get back to our story here. So, Connecticut-based Save the Children said it learned of the circumstances surrounding Anderson's departure from the Red Cross only last week when contacted by ProPublica. The group said in a statement, the group said in a statement, I want you guys to realize. The group said in a statement. Let's see. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold up. I think I missed my place here. Ever do that? You read something, all of a sudden you lose your place. Let's see. Okay, yeah. The statement this week that the investigation was complete and thorough review of all the allegations reported, and we found that Mr. Anderson's actions were in direct violation of the Red Cross policies and principles. We informed Mr. Anderson that he needed to leave the Red Cross, and he resigned. Spencer, cover up. Okay? The man knew he was guilty, so y'all just gave him y'all just snowball that one on in there, so that way he gets a ride out of there. I wonder how much money he's getting on his pension for this one. Okay? But the charity conceded that the quote-unquote laudatory language used in association with Mr. Anderson's departure was inappropriate and regrettable given the circumstances. The Red Cross said it recently learned, quote-unquote, that a verbal reference given to Save the Children also may have contained similar language. I love when they write stuff and say may have and so forth when they don't have the allegation written, right? As a result, we're taking appropriate disciplinary action. The Red Cross did not respond to questions about who was disciplined or how. Want to see more reporting like this? Get it delivered in your inbox. The Red Cross said it had apologized to Save the Children. Quote, in the future, in the future. We are committed to a greater due diligence with regard to these types of communications, the charity wrote in a statement. Connecticut-based Save the Children said it had learned of the circumstances surrounding Anderson's departure from the Red Cross only last week when contacted by ProPublica. The group said in a statement, it has placed Anderson on administrative leave while it looks into the situation. It added, there have been no allegations of misconduct against Mr. Anderson during the time it Save the Children, because that's why he moved himself to sexual misconduct to sexual predator. Alrighty. So in 2009, moved by the story of sexual misconduct dominating the news in late last year, Paul reached out to ProPublica in an interview in the living room of her small house outside of downtown Asheville, North Carolina. Paul unflinchingly told her story over the course of 3 hours. Red Cross's handling of her case, she said, has left her delusion. I love it when women become delusional. You know why? Because then the truth sets in. It takes a while for some bitches, but that's them. Quote unquote, their mission was to help the most vulnerable, she said. The whole experience felt like they were so busy covering their asses they didn't have any concern about me, because somebody was already in your ass, all right? In 2009, Camille Hurlin, then 23, moved to Washington, D.C. after graduating from Dartmouth College and joined the Red Cross as Anderson's assistant. Anderson, then 44 and head of the Tsunami program, was veteran globetrotting Red Crosser, single and known to be approachable by younger staff. Yeah. 44 wearing a size 10 shoes. How old do you think he was acting? Think about it, people. In 2009, Camille Hurlin, then 23, moved to Washington, D.C. after graduating from Dartmouth College and joined the Red Cross as Anderson's assistant. Anderson, then 44, the head of the Tsunami program, was veteran globetrotting. He was all kinds of mess. Hurlin said he tested the bounds of their relationship from the start, asking to meet at his apartment and complaining about his dating life. Okay. Situation escalated in 2010 when several Red Cross employees, including Hurlin and Anderson, attended a colleague's wedding one weekend in New York City. Hurlin had just accepted a new position in a different part of the Red Cross's international department, but at the time of the wedding, she was still Anderson's subordinate. He had been drinking at some point during the dancing. He came and forcibly cut into the dance and backed into the corner and told me he had feelings for me. He took credit for having gotten me this new job and said it was so we could be together. Hurlin recalled to ProPublica recently, he was very insistent that I needed to go to his hotel room with him so we could talk about our relationship in private. Hurlin declined in no uncertain terms. He gave her his hotel room number. Then he started to cry. Hurlin was shaken. Okay. This is the act of a sociopath, okay? And when you have a sociopath in your relationship, needless to say, they will use emotion to control you. In every sociopathic means of a psychotic idiot. Okay? And there you have it, people. The next morning, he started to send text messages. He told her she was breaking him. She was breaking his heart. He begged her to, quote unquote, give their relationship a chance. Boy, I know that one very well. This is the reason why now, because obviously I could not stand that cow. Straight up. So she repeatedly told Anderson she wasn't interested. She didn't want him. I'm married. I ain't got time to deal with your crazy ass. Okay, but eventually the email stopped. But a year later, she received a surprise package to her home. She had saying she had received a fully paid membership to the Smithsonian. She called to ask where it came from. The museum told her it was from Gerard Anderson. Boy, what a Lothario. Okay, bottom line is this, people. Bottom line is this. Okay, first of all, this is a long ass story. And two, all it proves is that for some stupid reason, women who are assaulted at these high-profile jobs and whatnot are not getting their due justice. Okay, you think you're equal to your quote-unquote. It's a good name for this. Instead of cheeseburgers. The Big Mac, your corporate Big Macs. How about that? Let's go with corporate Big Macs. Can we do that? We can do that. Corporate Big Macs, okay? So while the Bozo circus is going on in a lot of these institutions and so forth, sexual misconduct is a bad thing. Why? It's because you have Lotharios. Okay? A single man that basically is not bound to the his female counterparts because one, it is a breeding ground for dating, just like any other high school. You meet with your peers and you pick out which ones you like, and that's it. Same high school mentality that finds itself in the corporate world is almost abhorrent. As a matter of fact, I can give you one good one. It was a body. And one girl could accuse the guy of sexual misconduct. She sued the damn company. Now she's sitting on Easy Street and never to be contacted again. Wow. Dude got fired. Yeah. And they covered all that up from the press all day long. You can ask. Okay, why don't you ask that embezzler? Ask the embezzler. Okay. All right. Why? It's like he knows who he is. That's right, homie. That's right, homie. I can't even think of his. I don't know, Cecil Jones or something like that. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, dumbass, you embezzled from the company, you got a house, a car, and a new baby. And then all of a sudden you got yanked away from you and went back to boxing, got your ass beat, didn't want to do it no more. That ain't comeuppance, man. That's karma, you jackass. Okay? Alrighty. So, speaking of jackassery, this is like pretty much a very disturbing thing. There are reports and cases in 49 states of people dying from flu. Now, everybody knows that when you inject you with the flu, boost your immune system to fight the flu. If you want to boost your immune system, all you have to do is eat right and eat the right vegetables. Pretty much. Start your routine with garlic and ginger, and you work your way down from there. But a growing number of young children are dying from the flu. So, this is only reported when, say, like white children are being affected by this, which means their immune systems are not up to par to the strength of the amount of flu that are being pumped into. So a family of a 12-year-old boy in Florida is grieving that the flu is suspected in causing his death on Tuesday. Dylan Winnick had sniffles and was exhausting symptoms his family initially thought were cold. Now they believe it was the flu. Health officials aren't sure yet, but Dylan may be the latest in a growing number of young children dying this year from influenza. They're dying from the damn medication. I don't see why this is such a long-ass freaking story. Okay? Both black and white and brown and yellow children are dying because their parents thought flu-associated fatalities in children as reported by the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. The actual number of pediatric deaths may be higher since it takes a few weeks for the CDC to gather the information, and not all states report flu deaths quickly or in the same way. So, of course, there's a stall statement right there, which means they got their heads up their asses and they don't know what the hell to do. Okay? So, in a sense, people, if you really, really want to fight the flu season, you have to be proactive. Start 11 months before. Okay? I do it every single day. Garlic tea, garlic, green tea, lemon, honey, ginger. Clean your vegetables, watch that you eat, if you do that. Okay? So every year, in the United States, somewhere between 100 to 300 pediatric deaths from the flu. Who wrote this? From the flu are reported. And this is coming from Professor John D. Williams, and Division Chief of Pediatric Infectious Diseases at the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. It also goes on to say, and it's likely, an underestimate, we might have more deaths than usual this year. We don't know what's going on to happen for the rest of the season. We probably haven't peaked yet. So nobody knows, but yet still we're immunizing people, immunizing children all day long with this damn virus, and you mean to tell me nobody knows what the hell's going on? We're murdering innocent kids. That's what we're doing. It's called population control. If you can't get it from Planned Parenthood and their eugenics methods, then the CDC will keep killing your kids from flu viruses. What's next? Anthrax virus shots for the public? We're not too far away from there, are we? Think about it, people. I'm not going to Walgreens for a free flu shot. I don't know where that shit's been at. Okay? For real. I got to question that. Right? I really have to question it. Like I had to question this dude at a 7-Eleven, right? So me and my boys and so forth, we got in there, and this is after I had $20 on me, and the guys were like hungry and everything. So we, I'm jib jabbing and everything, and I guess this guy's from Nigeria and so forth, and he's like trying to offer everything, in the dry food counter and so forth. I'm like, dude, I don't know how long that shit's been there. Is it microwavable? Do you microwave the shit or what? I'm trying to keep these guys from having a bad health experience. This MushLuv'd is offering me a pepperoni pizza. I'm like, dude, that's haram. That's pork. I don't eat that crap. Just like that. He's still steady trying to say that, you can actually eat this, you can actually eat this, you can actually eat this, and so forth. And then he has the nerve to sit there and say, oh, it is haram. Haram is good. I says, man, you couldn't tell that to a 5-year-old that studied the Quran, bro. Get the fuck up out of here with that garbage. Alright? Bust that ass. Okay, don't make the Brooklyn come out of me. Okay, but you got some stupid ass, bitches and bastards that love to see reactions. If I don't react to whatever the crap you're doing and so forth, 9 times out of 10, you bore the crap out of me. Okay, now although the vaccine this year isn't the perfect match, why give it out? Jeez, do blood samples first before you give the shit out, man. On all blood types. Not just, okay, we just make the shit up and so forth, and then we will vaccinate people with it. Why are we murdering our own people? Why are we murdering people? Why do we live in this system of death constantly, every single freaking day? Because we're afraid to live. And I tell you, and if you're afraid to live, then don't go to France right about now. I love France, vive la France. I love you guys in Paris and so forth, because you have the greatest amount of liberty to do whatever the hell you want. But there came a time when absolute and absurd stupidity stands mighty on the mountain of humanity. And what could be more goofy than Nutella riots spreading across France? You guys are fighting over chocolate? Imitation chocolate? I guess you guys just can't get enough of the black on the outside, so you want black on the inside, right? Is that it? I mean, come on. A discount on Nutella has led to violent scenes in the chain of French supermarkets as shoppers jostled to grab a bargain of the sweetened spread. Intermarché supermarkets opened and offered a progress. Quote, we are trying to get in between the customers, but they are pushing us. All of this stock was snapped up within 15 minutes, and one of the customers was given a black eye. Wow. See, this is what happens when you guys don't have Kmarts in France. If you don't have a Kmart in France and you do a blue light special, that's what y'all need to observe first before you sit up and say 70% off Nutella. Okay? What does DJ Sucker Punch say? Save your nuts. And nuts, L-A, or Nutella, whatever you want, however you want to pronounce it, is basically a trough for basically not saving your nuts. I mean, probably the most ferocious shoppers on the planet are women. Okay, you put up a bargain, you put up a deal, it's over. It's totally freaking over. All right, it really is. All right, because for that matter of fact and so forth, because it's like I've seen blue light specials in New Jersey. It was not very good. If you ever remember a supermarket that used to be called Two Guys, yes, it was that bad. It was that bad. Yes. Let me see. I gotta see what this person saying. It's one of my fabs and so forth. I hang out with Facebook every now and then. And I try to get in contact. I try to stay in contact with a lot of my school buddies and all my neighborhood kids, neighborhood buddies and so forth. We've all grown old. Thank the Lord. Thank Jesus. Thank Jah. Thank Buddha. Okay. That we are all still alive and kicking. And we have all, morning, Jeff. You're right. Summer baby, indeed. This is really what got me all twisted up. Oh, you, my friend. It's been a long time. Oh, I know. Thank you, Olivia. She's blossomed into a very beautiful woman, I must say. And I truly, I love her friendship and stuff. But most importantly, and everything, we grew up in the same complex. Country Green. Yes. Well, I was the local misfit and the household idiot. But nonetheless, here I am. I'm doing well, dear. I'm doing well. I'll send you a message in a minute. But more importantly, though, people, we have got to do what we got to do, and that is give morning shout-outs to people. And Sean Griff, good morning. Your crazy self. It's her crazy self. Oh my gosh, she's got a funny bone to pick with everybody. If anything. All right, so good morning to everybody. First of all, we gotta say good morning to my man Walt Jenkins. He's always the first one to pop a good morning and everything. So give thanks, Ross. Give thanks. Ja Rastafari. Give thanks. All right. I know you're on your way to work. I know you're getting it done and so forth. Hope to see you and the family and so forth out here. Okay, my goodness. Keep going, keep pushing. All right. Okay, just try not to cause too much trouble, Madam Griff. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so here I want to say good morning to Goddess Mother of Orisha, Lady O. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Many hugs and kisses and so forth. Let's see. Rob, Sergeant at Arms White, good morning. Soul Sonic Bass, good morning. Aisha Mello, good morning. Glenn Covington, good morning, dude. Give up coaching Pee Wee League and coach the Washington Redskins, the Washington Dogs, to actually win a game. Sean Griff, good morning. You're on Instagram, I see you. And let's see, David Salerno, White Hey, man. Good morning. Stop having nightmares. Sarah Rip. Okay. Too tall. I'm going to start calling you Too Tall in a minute. Serge Nigeri. Good morning. Heidi Gardner across the pond. Good morning. Good morning to Jamie Manton, my soul brother number one. Paul Martin, my other super soul brother. From trailer park days to recon days to days that we are now old and thankful that we can get up in the morning, praise Jah for our lives and basically for our families and do well in that sense. Though some of us may suffer, a lot of us will prosper. Okay. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Okay. Jay Quan, the musical man. So it doesn't matter, Probably my favorite artist right now is I'm spreading the viral word and so forth. Is Lady LaSure. I'd say Queen's Speech number 5, that sort of thing. So it's everybody's getting an understanding of crispy bacon. Libby, you got a tattoo. You wild child. Listen to you. Okay. Anyway. Oh, and I do got to give a shout out to my boy Tristan and Whitney. I hope you guys are doing well and so forth because, I hope that, you guys can come back and everything, but make sure, Tristan, that you stick by her, even though she's had a very, unfortunate thing to deal with yesterday. And we didn't know, so we were, kind of worried, and you're part of the family and so forth. So we want you to get well, come back, and whatnot. And, you'll have nothing but love for that. But take your time, get strong. When you're ready and so forth, we'll be there waiting. All right. So Tristan and Whitney. God bless. I hope everything goes well. So I'll give you guys my eternal prayers on that one. Let's see. Enoch Godbody starts. Good morning. Ktng. Good morning. Mark Briggs late to the party again. Good morning. Frank Martinez, the angriest Mexican in Texas. Good morning. And I know he's betting 100 to 1 that the Philadelphia Eagles beat Tom Brady. The Patriots, because I know he's going to flood it. He's going to flood it all damn day. He's not going to be an Eagles fan for shit. That's the wild part y'all started. Okay. Okay, that's way cool. Okay. Good morning, Tanika Williams, with your crazy self. Well, long time, Facebook baby. Lime Green. Good morning. Whatever the heck you're doing. Let's see. Okay, and good morning to, let's see, Ron Stokes, who's got some crazy things going on there. Leave a league, good morning. Good morning to all 4,000 of you guys that are on Facebook, swords in your hands, sinking in quicksand. Pretty much what I'm going at. So, if that is the thing that you want to do consistently in your life, to be an agnostic to truth, happiness, and honesty, Then live your sorry bitch bastard ass life the way you want. But don't bring that garbage to me, because I will look at you like you're stupid. And then I will act stupid. And then I will basically give you nothing more than childhood memories of a failed childhood. Right? Why? Because you open your mouth and you open your mouth and you want to act stupid because you want attention. I don't need attention, trust me. Okay, I'm an attention getter no matter where I go. Okay, yeah, baby, all this, bam, 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 bam. Okay, so let's try to be good to each other, people. Really, let's really try to be good to each other. And most importantly, strive for a better you. Matt, El Campion, good morning. Okay, so that's where I get that from. Most importantly, people, we got to do the thing to be right. And if we do the wrong thing and thinking we're right, then obviously you're missing the point. So therefore, let me get up out of here, people. I got work to do. I got places to go. I've got people to annoy and investigate some things that have been going on on this side of the world. So in that case, people, love, peace, and chicken grease. I'm out of here. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And most importantly, never let anyone steal your shine. Let no one dampen your smile. Okay, I love that free frame there I got on Facebook. It's so funny. It looks like, Anyway, I love what I do here. And I will see you guys on Saturday. This is a good weekend. Get out there and have some fun, people. And don't be so embarrassed. Don't be so embarrassed about making a fool out of yourself, because believe me, I do it every day. And I make a living out of it. All right, people, I'm out of here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. YouTube, like, smash, and support what we do on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And I will see you later.